Hello you all. So my iron levels are low, and like apparently they've been chronically low for a while. And I'm just so tired of being tired and fatigued and just like overall like not having a lot of energy. And also I believe it's affecting my hair because like having anemia can cause you to have hair loss and all these different things. So look at the garden, y'all. Look, it's so pretty. But I'm going to make myself some juice. Look at all these peppers. Anyways, I'm about to make myself some juice high in iron. So let me show y'all what it looks like. I have some beets, some golden beets and some regular beets. I soaked them in water with what do you call it? Baking soda, and then I like scrubbed them off with this little brush that I have, and then I peeled off the skin. I don't know if you're supposed to. I saw somebody do it on a video, so I was like, let me do that. I guess that makes sense. I don't know. And I have these soaked as well. I got some apples, some plums, grapefruit, orange, and some lemon. This is just what I had in my fridge. I'm just using what I have. I also have some carrots that should help. I need to peel these. These are all the cups I can find. I can barely find lids from them, but we're gonna still figure it out. And I got my juicer, so I'm just sitting here. I'm just sitting. I'm chilling, peeling these carrots. So apparently when your iron levels are low, it can cause you to just not be able to get enough oxygen throughout your body, which makes you more tired and can also even lead to depression, because if you're tired, you can't do the things you want to do, that can be depressing, right? I'm assuming that's how it can lead to. I don't know if it's, or if it's chemical, but yeah, so my goal is to increase my iron intake, increase my energy levels. I really want to do that. Like, this is July when I'm filming this. My birthday's in July. I just had a birthday. I'm 34. I'm grown, y'all. Let me get a little better sunlight. A better light. Okay, I'm grown, y'all. So I'm planning out what I want to do over the next 6 weeks and just have some goals for myself. So my biggest goal is to increase my energy levels, and I believe one of the things I'm going to need to do is decrease my coffee intake. I only usually have like 1 cup of coffee a day, but I want to decrease that and maybe just replace it with tea and just drink green tea throughout the day, which can help me with losing weight, and also just better for your health. You know, you get the antioxidants and all that jazz from the green tea, and it's still caffeinated, so it's still going to give me some energy, but it's not going to be in the form of coffee. So I don't know, we'll see. But I feel like going for walks, getting outside, getting some sunlight, even though I'll be putting sunscreen on, because I said 34 years old, make sure the skin is aging well. But I went for a walk today. It was like maybe a 20-minute walk, and it was hot outside, so I wasn't out there for too long. And I think doing things like that, like going for walks, of course, getting my butt up, going to the gym, getting enough sleep, only reducing my coffee intake, and on days when I'm not going to work, since I work nights, sometimes it can be hard to catch up on my sleep and to also like improve my, this is so pretty, improve my just overall sleep intake, right? Because you work nights, like the next day after you're off, you still might be on that nighttime schedule because you might sleep as soon as you get home from work. So just working on that and actually going to sleep, because sometimes on my day off, like right after I work, I don't be going to sleep. I just be up and I be so tired, be so fatigued, and then it's like it take like 2 days to get my sleep schedule back on track, and then I have like a day where I have some energy, and then I'm going back to work the next day. Like, so I'm really want to get in control of my body, what I'm putting in my body. I should have never peeled those dang on beets. I don't know why I peeled those. Because I cleaned them, I scrubbed them. I should have just used it or whatever. But as I peeled the carrots. But just having more control over what I'm putting in my body, losing weight, because I don't want to be fat. I'm talking about me. I don't want to be fat. Like, I want to fit in my clothes better. I want to feel more confident. I want to feel more energetic. I want to look better, feel better. I feel like okay with how I look, but it's just like I know I can look better as far as my weight. And it's just been a big goal for me to just be more active, increase, you know, grow my muscles, you know, actually have muscles, have some muscle tone and all that jazz. Like, in having some type of health routine in place, moving my body, literally just being more active, getting myself more active, I feel like will help to increase my energy levels, moving my body more. Breath work, just working on getting more oxygen throughout my body, and just feeling better, like feeling more pumped up and energized and focused, and just have clarity within my mind and like less anxiety and worry. And I've already started the process. Hold on, yeah. I already started the process. Tomorrow will be 3 weeks of me not consuming the cannabis. So I'll be 3 weeks sober tomorrow. So I'm really happy for that. And I be having my moments where I be like, I'm ready. Like even today I was like, I'm done, I'm giving up. And I was like, no, 3 weeks in, let's just keep going. So I just want, oh look, it's so pretty. I want to stay on track with that. I do believe that I'm going to go ahead and I'm trying to cut this not so loud because my kids are sleeping and their vent is right there and they're gonna hurt me and they're gonna wake up. But I'm going to just write out my goals for the next 6 weeks as far as like what I want to do, my plan, and then just get my life organized enough so I can support those goals, right? So that I'm not falling back on what I want. So the main goal is to increase my energy and be more physically active and just do more things that's more mindful, like reducing my screen intake, meditating throughout the day, taking deep breaths throughout the day, having some type of sleep schedule or sleep regimen, which reminds me, I want to order some blue lotus flower and start back making my nighttime tea that I used to make. That really, really helped me. So I want to get back to that. Writing in my gratitude journal, I love doing that. That's something I've already been doing, but just staying on top of that to help with my mind, just getting my mind in a good, positive, grounded, centered, like, mind. That's what I'm looking forward to. And staying on top of that. This is like, I just got off my cycle a few days ago. So this is a good time for me to get things started. And we just had a full moon, so I feel really good about that because it's, you know, cleansing, detoxing, and I'm already detoxing, so that makes me feel good. And I just like the fact that I am detoxing, it just makes me feel good. Like, it feels better to detox than to give in to my cravings, because mentally, just knowing that I'm working towards a goal that I've had it just makes me feel good. So I'm gonna focus on that and push past the cravings, because if I'm craving that, I'm only craving it to help me to get through an emotional process that I feel like I can't get through without that substance, which that's not the truth. I can get through it. I've been getting through emotional things that I've been dealing with over the past few weeks without it. So I can continue to do that and continue to get better and continue, so pretty, and continue to get closer. Like, Chad is my color palette. Continue to get closer to my goals. So these are the carrots. I'm trying to cut them up pretty decent because really, I don't want my juicer to have to do too much work, you know. I don't want her to have to do so much work, so I'm trying to cut these up pretty good. So that's okay. And I'm loving these colors. Like, all the colors, like, they look like, I don't want to say blood, but they kind of look like gonna help your blood, right? Like the colors. And then the beets are pretty too. So pretty. I could roast these as well, but I want to have, you know, have a juice, because I do actually do really well with juices. It's just getting me to sit down and do what I'm doing right now. So yeah, I think what I'm gonna be doing is juicing, have like a juice on an empty stomach in the morning, or it could be like my last meal through at night too. But I think in the morning, really good to have it, especially if I want to replace coffee with something. I think replacing it with a juice, phenomenal, right? And I'm drinking it on an empty stomach. So I also think I'm going to stop dairy. Now, I don't eat meat. I do eat seafood. And with me working out and working on increasing my muscle mass, I'm gonna need some protein. So I just gotta be mindful of and plan out how I want to increase my protein intake. So I'm thinking doing some meal prepping, looking up recipes, looking up, you know, the numbers, right? Like, okay, so I can actually count how much protein I'm getting in a day based on what I'm eating, and just create some type of meal plan for myself. And really, this, when you have a goal in mind, yeah, these are killing me softly. Let me move these out the way. Gosh, don't fall. Y'all better not fall. But having a goal in mind and something you're working towards, I feel like it's way easier to actually continue to accomplish those goals when you put things in place that are going to support them. So, for example, if your goal is to lose weight, we know the biggest components to losing weight is decreasing your calorie intake and increasing how much you move your body. Okay, so what's ways to decrease your calorie intake? Look at what you're eating and decrease certain things out of your diet. What's the best way to do that? You know, have a meal plan, have food already put aside for that week. So when you get hungry, you get those cravings, you have something you can grab. Especially, like, I know what I be craving. So having certain things in place that are around me, already prepared, ready for me to grab, is gonna be way easier for me to stick to these habits. I wanna work out in the morning, okay? I know I need to get enough sleep at night, have my workout clothes ready, boom, wake up, go. Have my AirPods charged up, all of that. Have everything ready, have everything in place. So, I told you I'm not trying to chop all this stuff up too fast and too loud, because my kids gonna wake up. But yeah, that's where I'm at. So I'm gonna just write out my list, write out my plan for the next 6 weeks. And also, in doing that, cleaning up my house. I'm always trying to clean my dang old house and get it organized, because it just helps me to focus better when I have the house clean. And I really do want to be on a cleaning schedule with my house, so I probably should figure that out too. This is what we're looking at, all the colors. And I'm adding some orange, grapefruit, and lemon to this because I want to add vitamin C inside of it. And that's going to help to preserve the juice better, because vitamin C, citrusy fruits tend to help preserve. They decrease oxidation, so that'll help to preserve the juice longer. Also, it helps you to absorb iron better when you have vitamin C. Oh, I forgot I got some little baby oranges in there that I need to get rid of. So I'm gonna juice those too. Need to wash them off. Oh my gosh. Okay. So yeah. Let me think. Is there anything else I want to talk about? Yeah, that's all I pretty much have. I don't want to see, like, when I come up with these plans, I'd be like, in the back of my head, I'd be like, girl, you've tried to do this before. You're not gonna stick to it. So why are you doing it? Like, you're just gonna give up. And I don't want to listen to her. I don't want to listen to that version. Instead, I'm like, you know what? You've done a lot of things before that you that you were able to accomplish. There's a lot of things you have been able to accomplish and stick with and do well with, like this detox. So keep going. Like, you doing it. You 3 weeks in. Like, and if anybody out there, you know, 3 weeks is a long time, especially if it's something that you're doing pretty much every day. Like, that's a long time to go without. Oh my gosh, look at all this at the bottom. So I'm happy for myself. I'm proud of myself for doing that. And like I said, the simple fact that I'm doing it, I feel like it's going to help motivate me in other parts, because this is something that I've been grappling with for a few years, like 2 years, since I started back smoking. It's something that I've been dealing with, going back and forth between, should I do it? Should I not do it? Should I stop? Should I not stop? Is it good for me? Is it not good for me? Is it helping me? Is it not helping me? So, and honestly, one of the main reasons why I was smoking is because I didn't have any energy. So I was smoking sativa, and that was helping pump me up. And the main reason why I didn't have no goddamn energy, because your girl wasn't eating properly, getting enough iron into my body. So go figure. So instead, and also emotional things too, which probably has something to do with me having low energy and, like, you know, depression. Also, like, if you have low vitamin D, which I don't know, my doctor didn't test me on that last time I went, but there was one point where my vitamin D levels was low, which I need to look at my records and see what they were last time they checked them. So that can lead to depression. So they say a lot of times people will use drugs, alcohol, things like that in order to self-medicate. And that's what I was doing. So I don't want to do that anymore. I'm moving past those habits and just creating newer habits that actually support me and sustain me better. So these, let me go rinse this out. I have a few of these little cuties left. So I'm going to throw them in here and rinse them out. Wash them real quick and throw them in there. Let's rinse this out and clean them. What was I gonna say? Yeah, the goal for, especially because we're at the middle of the year, right? We're in the middle of the year, and the goal is to finish the year off strong. Especially as we go into the winter months. Like, I definitely want to increase my energy before we get into the winter months, before we get into fall, because that's when the damn sad season come, right? Seasonal affective disorder, seasonal depression starts to sink in during that time, because there's less sunlight, you're in the house more, there's less to do, and you just get sad and depressed. So in order to get myself, like, to prevent myself from having too much of a depression or too much of a change in my mood and whatnot, I'm gonna go ahead and increase my iron stores now, get these habits started now, so I can already have them in motion for when that time comes around. Oh, and what I was gonna say, right after your cycle, ladies, you tend to have a lot more energy. Just like leading up to your cycle, you tend to have less energy, you tend to be more moody, it just gets harder. You have to start having more cravings. So I feel like detoxing and getting healthier things into your diet and planning stuff out and just starting off strong and moving your body more right after your cycle helps you, because you already getting yourself prepared for the down, because you know our emotions and our moods and our hormones, they change throughout the month. So when you can have all that energy and when you can do things and get shit done, get it done. Don't, use that time after your cycle productively. And that's what I'm doing also, just using, like, really staying in flow with my natural energy as a woman, and also just with the moon cycles and things like that, like with what's going on already in the ethers of it all, just being in cycle and working in harmony with nature versus working against it. So maybe before my cycle, if I'm feeling more tired, like less energetic, maybe not want to go to the gym, I'm gonna cut myself some slack. And during that time, what I'll do, if I'm not really feeling like going to the gym, or I really want to go even if I'm not feeling like it, but if it's just like, okay, girl, I can't, I'm just tired. If that does happen, then okay, I'll use that time to do more walks. I use that time to do more yoga and more breath work and more meditation and more journaling. More time of just like not being on my phone, reading more. Just use that time, be more introspective. Go with the actual flow instead of fighting against and try to force myself to go to the gym, force myself to do that, and feeling miserable about it, and then feeling bad that I didn't do it if I don't do it, and just laying around. Like, no, still do something that fits how you're feeling. So that's where I'm at. Y'all tell me where y'all at. Middle of the year check in. Where are you all emotionally, physically? Like, yeah, just learning to have a better relationship with food, especially because growing up I did have anemia, not anemia, I did have bulimia growing up, and eating disorder, and just overall not the best self-image. I forgot that I can put the seeds in there. I mean, I can put the core in there, so let me get that. I'm just gonna cut off these little parts. So yeah, I've already had a weird relationship with food, so I'm working on healing that relationship. And also, me and my husband were going to, not right now, but we were at some point going to a couple therapist, and she like low-key, high-key, it was like, you might want to do some inner child work, some shadow work. She's like, just get a journal or something. There's journals like on, what she said, she's like, there's like journals and stuff on Amazon that you can get, but yeah, you might want to go ahead and do that. I was like, you know what, I should. And I keep telling myself I should. So that's something else I'm going to add to my list for the next 6 weeks. And the reason why I say 6 weeks is like when you're doing like a workout plan or just any type of diet plan or fitness plan, they usually do them like in 6-week increments. Do the same thing for 6 weeks. And then, you know, you reassess, see where you're at, and then you can switch it up after 6 weeks, but just stay focused on that one thing for 6 weeks. So that's why I'm doing that. Also, we got the whole rest of the year, right? Which you can say, I got the whole rest of the year. Instead of me looking at it like I got the rest of the year, I'm looking at it, I'm breaking it down and saying, okay, I got 6 weeks. So what am I gonna do for the next 6 weeks? And just challenge myself to focus on a regimen for the next, just look at the next 6 weeks. Don't look at 5 months, you know, because it's the end of July. So don't look at the whole film. Luther Vandross. It's alright, it's alright. Oh baby. That dang gone. Cause you know it's like that sound is trending right now. It's alright. Keep it right there, keep it right there. Yeah. It's in my head. Plum and oranges are gonna go together, but like I said, I need to increase the iron absorption. Because apparently, like, it's harder for your body to absorb iron. And it's harder for my body to do it because I've been chronically low. And what's so crazy is, like, I'm thinking, like, dang, how long was my iron low? Like, how long has it been low, like, forever? Since I stopped eating meat when I was 15? Is that why my whole life I felt sad and depressed? What the on top of being a female and losing my iron stores as a female every month. So yeah, it's okay. You know better, you do better. This is why you go to a doctor. This is why you get things like blood work done and see. Also, like I told y'all, it can affect, I should do another lemon. It can affect your hair. And like, I think it can cause dandruff. I know zinc is a thing that you need to increase too. So I'm going to do some research and see like certain foods, certain fruits and vegetables that I can incorporate into my diet to increase my iron intake, increase my zinc, all of my vitamins and nutrients, all of the dang on minerals, and make juices that fit that, as well as I believe I'm going to start doing a smoothie because it's still hot outside and this is the time to have smoothies, when it's hot out. and you can get fruits and vegetables in season, and you can get them at a really low price. So that can be a thing that I can do. I can just wash all my fruit, cut it all up, have it in the freezer, put them in little Ziploc bags, and boom, just grab it, make my smoothie, go from there. And I can even put my juice inside my smoothie. So instead of using like, you know, oat milk or something like that, I can use juice that I already made and add that as my liquid to the smoothie, so I can get even more. It can just all be in one thing, and it can be a meal. It can give me some fiber, and it can give me a lot of vitamins and minerals and all that good stuff. So that's the goal. See how I peeled that lemon? Also, just adding a lemon to your juice, it just elevates it. It just elevates it every time. I'm tired of saying so. Okay, that's what I have. Ooh, baby. Also, at one point, my cholesterol was high. I know, like, what the heck? High cholesterol? Like, who does that? Who got high cholesterol? And you're not 65 years old. So, yeah. My cholesterol was high, which I'm like, bitch, I don't even eat meats. So, like, why is my cholesterol high? But I know I was adding a lot of oils and stuff. So, I've definitely decreased that. That was like, this is so juicy. I'm actually going to juice it over my container. I'm gonna cut it over there so like the juice can just go straight in here. This is the container that when you use a juicer, this is where all the juice goes. So I'll just put it directly over there, so we're not losing it. It's just a little bitty pit. Ooh, baby. Just cut it a little bit, and I'm just gonna finish cutting it over this. So again, like I said, I don't know if y'all seen all that juice that's going in there. I just had 2 plums, so may as well. Also, with the smoothies, it'd be a good way to get my girls and even my husband to get more vitamins and nutrients. Like, y'all, as women, I hate it. I know there's one extra thing we gotta add to our list, but as women, more than likely, you are the one that's cooking for your family. I know that's not the case for everybody, but you know, how you eat and how you nourish your body is gonna be in so many ways how your family is gonna nourish themselves. So I'm not saying that, you know, I'm the sole one responsible for how my kids eat and how my husband eat, but I know that if I'm eating better and I'm putting healthier things in my body, I'm gonna be pushing that onto them more. Like the other day, I made myself a salad. My husband was like, "Hey, can you make me a salad too?" And I was like, "Here." I just gave him what I had and made myself a whole other salad. He was like, "Yeah, whenever you make one, just make me one too." So I was like, "Okay." So you know what I'm saying, like things like that. So yeah, I had a good amount of juice just come off of that. Let me throw this out. Oh, baby. Sorry. I don't even know if these oranges are any good. We shall see. We shall see. Okay, I guess I should juice some of this up with y'all too. Zama in my kitchen. Let me close the cabinet so I don't look too bad. Actually, it don't smell bad. Let me taste it. I'm like, let me taste it. I still got a little bit of ab coming through, y'all. Y'all see the look, a little bit? Yeah. Okay, bitch. Especially because I'm going to be doing some blood work. My doctor, my iron levels came back today, and my doctor is like, I want to see you another 2 months to do some more, to check him again. Oh, these okay. Yeah, we're going to add you to the bunch. Why, yes. And I kind of gauged that as a little bit of a challenge. Like, okay, let me try to really increase my iron intake so that by the time I get my lab work done again, I can really see, okay, is it working? So that's another little thing. And then I have a checkup with my doctor in November. And to me, that's like another thing to challenge me to help work on my weight loss and my fitness and everything, so that by the time I go to my doctor again, hopefully I'll be smaller, less weight, more energy, more active, all those things. It's just a little thing, you know, something to motivate me, is having those appointments, having that in place, so, and I can actually see my progress. Okay, So let's get this going. I'm trying to think, what combination do I want to do? I think I'm gonna do the red beets. I'm just gonna throw everything together, child. Okay. I don't really have any order that I'm doing this. I'm just throwing it all in there. Well, I should really do something with this though. Shouldn't I? Maybe I could do all the beets first. I don't know. I should do something with this because this is supposed to be good, the fiber, right? Okay, let me just do one thing at a time. See, that ain't one thing. Just focus on one thing. Ooh, it's so red. Oh my gosh, it's so exciting. So this is everything that I'm throwing away. I know. Don't throw it away. Next time that I know what to do with it, I'll do something with it. But we're throwing it away now because I just can't. I'm one of them people, like, I'll be like, oh, I should do this, I should do that. And then I'll procrastinate on doing it. And since I didn't do it, it will stop me from doing other stuff. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna throw it away and move on. Just gonna move on. So right now I'm adding all of my juice into this container. Oh my god, that looks so good for you. And I have some more. Oh, is it gonna fit? I'm trying to mix it. Like mix it all up in a container. I think I'm gonna have to put it. I'm gonna have to put it in another container. Hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all, we mixing up the Kool-Aid. Let's see how it tastes. Oh, girl. Child, that's good. I can drink that. I can actually drink that. I can drink it. It tastes good. It tastes like fruit juice, like a fruit punch or something. Okay. Now, what the heck did I eat? How many apples did I have? Oh, Lord, what was my recipe? Let me pour it in here. Oh. And then, I'm trying to get y'all some look better light. I have some juice. It looks like it's some juice inside of here. So I'm going to undo this real quick. You know, something I could do with those little beet remnants is I have some fabric that I want to dye. And the next time I make this, I might just keep that and try to dye some fabric with it. Oh my gosh, get out. Okay, so I just took out this. Okay, it's not too much juice in here, but I'm just gonna pour that into my container. Ah! A plop of freaking pulp down there. Hold on. This actually tastes good, y'all. It literally tastes like fruit punch to me. I'm glad I put the grapefruit in there. I think that helped. I kind of want to add a little bit more lemon, but it's okay. It's so good. And I don't know where the heck all my lids are, so I'm going to be covering these up with some saran wrap. Keep it right there. Keep it right there. Yeah. Sun. Oh, baby. put Luther on y'all like top whatever singers. Like where he at? Cause for me, put Luther like I put him like at, I think like they did like a top whatever singers, and they only put him, like at number 12. I was like, what? Okay, are these clean? Let me reclean these, y'all, because this one look a little murky. So let me reclean these. To put it in here to mix it. Last one. After all of that I just cut up, I got 3 cups of juice. Like seriously? Seriously? 3 cups of juice? But it's okay. I'm very tempted to just add some water to this because you really should have it filled all the way to the top to decrease oxygenation. So I think I am gonna add some water to it. Try to get as much of the juice out of these other containers. Oh wait, I thought I was gonna add water to it. Yeah, let me add some water to this. And then before I drink it, I'm probably just gonna add a little lemon just to bring back some more flavor, since I am basically diluting it with the water. Okay. Now they're pretty much to the top. I only have these tops with the hole in it. So I got some saran wrap that I'm going to put on here because I just want to make sure it's like airtight. Got my saran wrap and put that on top. Boom. Because like I said, I don't have all the tops to it, but that's not gonna stop this show, okay? One funny don't stop the show. And then the next time I do my juicing, I'm going to boil my containers just to make sure they're even more sanitary. Oh my gosh. And that'll help to store the juice better, knowing that the containers are, you know, more sterile, if you will. And so yeah, that's what I got. One more. Yeah. Your love is all I need. You know what though? Luther backup singers did help. I ain't gonna say Luther wasn't Luther, child. He's still Luther, but he got some good ass backup singers. So yeah, there we go. Working on increasing that iron naturally. And cheers. I'm gonna go ahead and drink this. Let me get a photo for the thumbnail, child. This actually tastes so good, y'all. I ain't even gonna hold it. This tastes fire. This is good. Let me see if I can get my kids to drink it. I got the carrots. I like the tricolor carrots from Trader Joe's. I got the beets from Trader Joe's. I don't know where I got them golden beets from. The red beets were from Trader Joe's, but them golden beets might have been from Schnucks, which is like a local grocery store. And then, if I can remember what I put in here, let me know what you all think. Also, doing this, eating and drinking and getting more of these nutrients in my body is gonna help my skin. You're trying to look younger, child. Trying to restore. It's gonna help my skin. So I'll tell y'all how things are going over the next 6 weeks, but this is fire. I can drink this every morning, especially when it's cold, and it's my favorite cup. This feels good. And I got this chair, y'all. Look at this chair I got. I didn't put it in my, I was supposed to do like a little thrift haul, but look at this chair. Ain't she cute? Look at the back of it. Ooh, ain't she cute? I thrifted this little chair for my garden area for $2. Literally $2 for this little rattan bamboo chair. Is it rattan or bamboo? This is so good. Now I gotta go in here and clean all this stuff up. And that was just enough ingredients to make like 3.5 juices. That way, you really shouldn't juice, like you should have enough juice for like maybe 2 or 3 days. Like you really shouldn't go past that. So that's perfect. I can juice every 3 days. Yeah, I can go ahead and just get out my juicer and my everything every 3 days. I can do that. All done. I'm gonna sit. Child, I don't want to drop my cup. Let me move it over. It's chilling right there. Look at all this sage I grew. I need to harvest it, especially because it was a full moon yesterday. I'm sure it got wet. It was a full moon yesterday, so it's the perfect time to harvest. But I don't like to harvest my fruits and veggies like during the day. I like to do it early in the morning. So that's that, y'all. I feel so much better already just drinking it. And part of me, since I did want to, you know, roll up, I was like, let me just drink some coffee. Maybe it'll help me be in a better mood. And I went for a walk instead. And then came home, watched a little bit of Ghosts. You know what I'm talking about? Ghost books too. But yeah, I watched some Ghosts. And I was like soaking my veggies and my fruits and everything. And I made this video. And I feel so, oh my God, I feel so good. I feel good. Dang. I feel good. Yeah, I'm gonna stick to this. And then, like I said, write out my list of everything that I'm working on, what I want to work on, and also just continue to show grace and just like give myself grace, like really not beating up myself about anything anymore. Like I really have gotten out of that season because I'm trying to get a better angle, because it just doesn't do anything when you beat yourself up and when you start doing that inner like negative self-talk. That shit, it ain't no fuck that. We ain't going down that path. So let's stay positive, keep breathing and living just keep breathing life into myself and actually doing things that I know are good for my body. If I'm doing those things, like how can I fail? So just keep doing those things. Just keep up the good work, as they say. So that's what I'm working on. That's what I'm doing. I love y'all. I feel so much better. But I got to go in here and clean this up before it starts getting dry and nasty and dirty. So let me go do that. It's alright. It's alright. Oh, baby.